We are back out finishing up our project in Independence, Missouri. If you remember, this was the project that was supposed to just be a block foundation renovation project. That's where, after clearing the block walls of all debris, we attach wire mesh to the wall, and then using our blend of high-strength mortar, we coat the walls from top to bottom, corner to corner, and then once that's done, we paint with white waterproofing paint. This project, we were also going to paint the floor once everything was cleaned up. Come to find out, when we pulled off the wood paneling that was covering up the front walls right here, and then the side wall back over there, the pre-existing cinder block walls were caving in. So they had the original cinder block wall that was roughly about 4 blocks high on the perimeter of the front wall here. That was caving in, so instead of repairing that, whoever had the home previously, they decided to build a second cinder block wall covering up that. That started caving in, and then they just put those wood boards up. So when we fully exposed those walls, we got to see all of the damage that was there. It was not able to be renovated. We had to tear down and rebuild these cinder block walls to make sure the foundation was supported, to make sure that the front of the house actually had a solid foundation underneath it. So that's what we are finishing up right now. So we'll get started painting everything here very shortly, and then continue onto the floor. What we're going to do once everything is done here, you can see right here, we have about one more row we're going to do of this block. We're going to end up putting in a permanent 6x6 behind the box here, right against our new cinder block wall that's going to keep this properly supported. But one thing I always like pointing out on these cinder block jobs, we do not leave these cinder block walls hollow. You can see the blocks, they have 2 holes there. We fill those in completely solid with our high strength concrete. We have rebar in there as well. That's going to ensure that we maximize the structural stability of these new walls. So we've also built a new concrete footing underneath all of these, so it's about as solid as we can get. Show you a quick peek inside this room. This room we have completely remortared, so we're just about finishing there. So we'll get painted here very shortly, then we'll get the floor cleaned up and get that painted with some gray waterproofing paint. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this project. We had anticipated this being a decently short project that should have been finished by now, but with all the damage to the pre-existing cinder block that you've seen in our previous videos, we could not leave that for these homeowners, so we had to take a little bit longer, take care of this emergency, because the front of the house needs a solid foundation. But we've raised everything, the floor is level now, so we know the cinder block wall is going to be supporting the home properly. We're going to do some minor extra reframing work around the front door to make sure everything's opening and closing correctly, since that front door was made to fit after everything started going south on this house. So now that everything's back to level, we need to make sure the front door is adjusted properly to fit that. So stay tuned for the final pictures and videos of this project. You'll be able to find them again on our YouTube and Facebook channels if you just search for King Piers LLC. You'll also be able to go to our website, www.kingpiers.com. And don't forget, you can always call us directly by phone at 1-816-288